Yo.
What up? What up?
Let's fucking go, man.
It's the midnight hour, man. I got here on a Thursday and it's Friday.
There's that podcast called like the iced coffee hour or something like
Is
that.
it really?
I feel like we should just change our names like the midnight hour and we'll just make it a thing, man.
It'll be the cocktail hour.
For real. It's funny, man. It's like been one of those weeks where I feel like so much has happened and yet nothing all at the same time. I don't know if that makes sense. It's like
depending on your social media.
Yeah.
It's like either shit is chaotic or everything's fine or nothing's changed.
I can always tell the weeks that I hate myself slightly more because my social media is telling me it's just got more shit about
more shit to get pissed off about.
And then this week it's been like chill. It's like more fun stuff. It's like puppies and kittens and like happy shit. I'm like, okay. Yeah.
Yo, welcome back, everybody, to the Cover Footprint Podcast. He is Swan and I'm Sean, and every week we get together, have a few drinks, talk about things going on in the world, try to focus on things making an impact, whether they be good, bad, or otherwise. Hit it with a drink of the day.
Bro, this shit is dangerous. I've been twerking half clothed for 2 hours now since I started making
I did not see that. I don't know what he's talking about.
We're doing an Italian margarita. So the reason you know it's Italian, I was gonna say some racist shit. It's an Italian margarita. You in a cocktail shaker filled with ice, you're gonna add 2.5 ounces or 2.25 ounces of tequila. We did the Terramana tequila this week. You're gonna add 1.5 ounces of amaretto. We did Il Tramonto amaretto. It's really good. And normally there's like everybody defaults to like there's a specific amaretto that we all get. That's I'm too stupid to know, but I know what you're talking about. So everybody defaults. But anyway, Il Tramonto amaretto. So 1.5 of that, 2.25 of the Terramana tequila. 3/4 ounce of lemon juice, 1 ounce of freshly squeezed orange juice. Shake it, fill it up, fill up a rocks glass with ice, and then add the mixture in there, and that's it. It's straight to the point. It's simple. And I said lemon juice. It's lime juice. Sorry, it's 3/4 ounce lime juice. 1 ounce orange
fresh
juice.
Squeezed lime juice.
Yeah,
lemon
juice or lime juice. Yeah.
Fresh squeezed oranges.
Yep. So fresh squeezed orange, fresh squeezed lime, amaretto, tequila, shake, add to the glass, enjoy it. It's good. But again, I have had 2. I just started my 3rd, and I feel like I had 75 different things, but also
I don't know if it's the mixture of those two, but
I don't know. I could be tired. It's been a long day.
It has been a long day, man. It has been a long day. But this one hits, and I like, so typically with a margarita, right? You have some sort of like sugar,
yeah,
and then so it sort of replaces the amaretto replaces the sugar in a typical margarita. So this one hits. We like it. Try it out. Let us know if you like it. If you don't, that's okay too.
And it's fitting because it's a definitely it tastes like the mafia. And the mafia.
How does the mafia taste?
It tastes like an Italian margarita. And the mafia was making headlines today for the first time in a while, along with the NBA. And who would have thought, bro, that the NBA and the mafia would be collaborating on something?
Tell me about this, bro. Because I saw there was a couple of arrests made, right? Chauncey Billups, and then there was another guy from Miami. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, so it's Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier, and Damon Jones.
Okay.
So yeah. And so if you guys fucking just don't follow sports or you just haven't watched the news, it's like the biggest news story today. But over 30 people have been arrested. 3 of them have been NBA guys. Wow. Obviously, the highest profile guy is current coach of the Portland Trailblazers, but NBA champ and good player, great player really when he was in the league is Chauncey Billups. Chauncey Billups,
NBA champion.
Yeah.
And now is a coach. Well, not anymore.
Yeah, was a coach for the Portland Trailblazers. I'd imagine that this makes him no longer the coach of the Portland Trailblazers. I would imagine
so as well. Hold on, man. Innocent
you're
absolutely right.
These are alleged gambling. Yeah, you're right. We gotta be careful. We can get sued and shit.
Yeah, fucking.
So anyway, so him And Terry Rozier and Damon Jones have all been arrested.
And 27 other people.
And 27, bro. And this shit is, dude, I had to save like the stuff for it because there's so many different like
charges?
It's not even just the charges. It's how just the amount of things that this entailed. I say this, I can read it off.
Go for it.
So this was an illegal gambling and sports rigging operation that spanned years across 11 states. In total, 30 individuals were arrested. 13 of those were mafia members.
Oh, wow.
The case involves La Cosa Nostra, which is the Italian mafia. The charges include illegal gambling, wire fraud, and extortion. There are 2 separate indictments. And this is where it gets interesting because it's not just gambling where someone is fixing games. There's some like screwing of normal people here in in-person gambling. So the 2 indictments are, the first one involves 6 defendants and they are accused of participating in a sports corruption scheme that exploited insider information involving NBA players and teams. The defendants leveraged their connections to place prop bets based on confidential insider information, so they use it to win tens of thousands of dollars per bet. The second indictment involves 31 defendants charged with participating in a nationwide scheme to rig illegal poker games. The FBI says they use high-tech cheating technology to steal millions of dollars from victims in underground poker games that were secretly fixed. The 2 cases are separate, but there are 3 overlapping defendants, including former NBA player and coach Damon Jones. The FBI, the NBA player, alleged Terry Rozier. Terry Rozier, one of the defendants, says he told them he was going to leave a game early on March 23rd, 2023 with an injury. The defendants then placed more than $200,000 of wagers on the under for his prop bets, knowing that he was going to leave early. So right, an injury,
makes sense.
Which paid out. Those bets paid out tens of thousands of dollars in profits, and the defendants and Rozier counted the money at his house. So they know they got it. So obviously they broke him off with a piece for it.
Yep.
The FBI says that former Raptors player Jonte Porter was threatened to participate in the sports gambling scheme because of his gambling debts. So he owed money to gamble. Teams that were bet on during the sports gambling scheme include the Hornets, the Portland Trailblazers, the Lakers, and the Toronto Raptors. The rigged poker game that occurred in the Hamptons, Miami, Las Vegas, Manhattan. So where there's money.
But I was gonna say, but also where is there even legal poker in those areas?
No, but also you can't run like legal poker games out of your house technically.
No, you
if
can't.
Money's involved.
Right? It's not fucking legal.
There's a very specific way you have to do it or whatever. But so the poker game scheme targeted victims who were lured to participate in a rigged poker game by the chance to play alongside a former professional athlete. These athletes included Chauncey Billups and Damon Jones. The FBI said the defendants utilized altered shuffling machines to read the cards in the deck and then relayed the information to an offsite operator. The offsite operator, known as the quote-unquote quarterback, then sent the information to someone at the table. This shit goes on and on. It's really long. Like there's 18 bullet points here of this case.
So let's talk about so you have an NBA champion who is now a coach.
Yeah.
You have a former NBA player. Rozier is a former NBA player. Is he still?
No, he's still playing.
He's still playing?
Yep.
So you have NBA guys who are making...
Not anymore.
who are clearly making millions of dollars.
Rozier's salary was $24.5 million this year. Would have been 26 next year.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Million.
So clearly he doesn't, quote unquote, need the money.
It's not about the money.
So what is it about?
So, because my initial reaction was like, this is stupid. You have a $25 million contract per year, sorry. Chauncey Billups has made, I don't know, but Chauncey Billups paid when the salaries were a little cheaper. But I'm going to go out on a limb here and say Chauncey Billups
still millions, bro.
I would say 75 to 100 mil to the lifetime of his career, right? Like to his career. I'm guessing it had to be, right? Like Chauncey Billups. Rozier, like you said, hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe a couple million here and there. When you make $25 million a year, that's not a lot, and it's not worth the risk. And so my initial reaction was like, yo, what an idiot. You risk that. And then the more I thought about it, and I've been thinking about it throughout the day, and I was like, oh, this is just, dude, as men, and I'm sure women experience this in a different degree, but like we're pretty stupid as men, right? And so like there's the thing where we chase this high, we chase this adrenaline, we chase this like almost like wanting to feel alive. I think in our DNA, right? Like I want to sound like one of these fucking like red pill podcasters or whatever, but like, dude, we were, for the vast majority of the existence of mankind, we were doing dangerous shit on a daily basis. Like men, like meaning men. Like we're fucking hunting food. We were waking up at the crack of dawn and it was like, yo, we got to go out and we got to come back with food or our family dies, right? And that has been, for the most part,
That's in the
the
DNA,
existence of
bro.
man, right, since the beginning of time, right? Like, and so I think innately in that, it's like we feel alive by feeling in danger for whatever fucking reason.
Good
Dude,
point.
we experienced this, and we've talked about this on the pod before. Like we both did the skydiving thing. One of the coolest fucking things I ever did. Also,
Yeah, why?
ruined fucking anything for me ever because I go, oh, the risk isn't high enough. The adrenaline doesn't get me there anymore. It was like, I remember after that doing other shit, like almost to chase the high.
Oh no, you're not chasing.
I can't hit it, bro.
No.
I go like,
I don't even know if doing it a second time would do
I
the
don't
same
think
thing.
so because it's already
Maybe, I don't know.
And you gotta like add the stakes, like, yo, no parachute, fucking land on this bounce house. You know, do like the Red Bull fucking stunt guys. Like, but
listen, I want a free fall for 3 minutes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right. And so I said it to say, I go, yo, man, like, and also, yo, so multiple layers, right? I think as men, you like, we have this innate feeling to like want to conquer dangerous shit or like, you know, get the adrenaline rush or whatever, right? Then I go, now couple that with guys who have access to anything and everything they could possibly want at all times. It is very difficult to have fun when you make $25 million a year and you've done everything you possibly can do, right? Like, and it's just like,
what? There's no amount of money that you don't have that
everything is within your grasp, right?
Everything's
like as guys, we go, we'll buy a fast car,
right?
We'll go on a yacht, and it's like as an NBA player, these guys with the status these guys have, they've done it all, right? And so then it becomes like, do you see this with like, you see this like the Tiger Woods of the world? It's like you're Tiger Woods. There isn't much you could do anymore. So you start fucking Perkins waitresses and getting your balls stepped on by like random fucking dominations.
Was he into
that? He was into wild shit. But like,
but no, it's very
allegedly.
True, man. No.
But I say that to say, like, it's like you start almost chasing this different high and this adrenaline that it's almost impossible to ever meet that standard. And for whatever reason, like you can get into psychological reasons and maybe these guys need fucking therapy, but like whatever, the facts are the facts. And then, so again, this is why I think this is multi-layered. You couple that with these are men, much like us, who grew up in this era where we watched the Godfather movies and the Casino movies, and we watched Goodfellas and we watched Scarface and so we grew up idolizing this like this mafia and this organized crime syndicate and this thing. And it's like almost all of us would take an opportunity to be involved in that, especially if we felt like, well, I'm not really hurting people. I'm doing this gambling shit, I'm doing stuff. You want to feel cool, you want to feel connected, you want to feel like we grew up idolizing this like lifestyle. Right. And so it's like you grew up idolizing lifestyle. You have access to anything and everything, which means that everything just feels like lifeless to you. Like, right. You then have this innate like DNA thing to make you want to chase, like, I don't want to say danger or an adrenaline, but like, yeah, you almost need a reason to feel alive, right? Like normal shit every day just doesn't do it for you anymore. Otherwise, your life's just kind of boring. Right. And then it's like, and then you have access to shit because you have money. I was like all this stuff. I go, yo, this wasn't even about the money. They could care less. I wouldn't be surprised if they blew this money buying dumb shit like the day they got it. It was like, you do it because you can and because you want to and because it makes you feel, a certain way. Alive is like the best word I could come with, and it sounds cliche.
Dude, but I think the other thing too, man, like going back to what you talked about with like sort of having to go out and sort of like kill for your tribe, right? Like bring back food. I also think that if you have, and I think this is sort of an innate thing in DNA, where if you have the opportunity to get an abundance, why wouldn't you, right? And so if you are an NBA player and you're making whatever, 30 million a year, whatever, is that enough abundance? Or in this situation where you come into this sort of like easy money, are you really equipped to turn that shit down?
No,
dude, it's
probably
it's
not.
like,
That's a good point. Yeah.
It's like a lot of men where you go, oh, okay, well, you have a beautiful wife and the family and blah, 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 but here comes this other thing that's also desirable. Like, are you equipped to turn that down? Are you equipped to turn down the excess? And it takes discipline and it takes work, right? It takes all of those things where maybe the normal guy is just not equipped to turn down easy money or easy, easy sex, or you know what I'm saying, like easy fun, or whatever that is. It's like you said, we're sort of like we almost like need this stuff, man. We need
Yeah,
to
yeah,
conquer, and we need to go out and kill, and we need to get the abundance. And it's just like, as guys, man, we like, it's almost like we're trying to hoard,
yeah.
almost like by DNA, by design. We're trying to hoard for the tribe,
Dude,
and there's no real limitations to that.
right. Dude, and in the moment you don't think of it this way, and I think most guys don't, but like there's a feeling that you get if you're able to, like, let's say, provide for your family, right? Like your
Yes,
kids, your wife, your thing, where you just go, "Fuck yeah, I did that." You know what I mean? Like, and it could be anything. It could be you guys could be barbecuing, and you look at your family, and you're like, "Yo, you're making food. Everybody's safe. Everybody's chilling, hanging out." There's these little moments. Like I catch myself doing this, man, and it could be with my
absolutely.
kids. It could be whatever, where you're watching, you're looking around, and you're going like, "Oh, yo, I provided
I
this
did this,
lifestyle. I
right?
did this, right?" And it's just like there's a gratification that comes with that. That's like, I don't want to call it selfless, man, because it's like the mere fact that it makes you feel that way, it automatically makes it not a selfless thing, because it's like you're getting this satisfaction from it, and it's almost like an ego boost.
Yeah.
Um, but there is this thing where I go as a man, like, if you lack that, right? Like, and if you lack, like, I don't know what Chauncey Billups and all these guys is like, home life is like, right? Like, but I do know what their, or sure, I don't know, but I'm gonna assume their lifestyle is such that there isn't much that's out of their grasp in terms of like what they want to do, right? Like when you're making $20 million a year, bro, there isn't a lot of shit that you go, man, I've always wanted to do X and I can't do, right?
Right.
And so you've reached that, and so you start chasing shit that you're not supposed to.
Right, in
It,
quotes, right? Like,
right, quote.
right.
Right, and
Like
so like
the according to societal norms.
right, and yeah, because the gambling shit in itself, I don't give a fuck about. Like, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you, I don't even care about them rigging the actual, now, as like business entities that run gambling operations, sure, it's a little fucked up, and whatever, the odds are skewed, and so you have people who are working against that. But I go, I don't know, I could almost justify it to myself, like it's no different than the casinos having all these statisticians and knowing what lines to put on things, and knowing, what the over under should be and what the prop bets are in the first place, yada yada. Like,
Right.
that shit, I'm not even a moralist in that
Right.
sense of where
It's
I
like
think like
everybody's cheating.
everyone is, right? And you're doing it like, so I don't even give a shit about that part. Like, I also go like, for I guess it's not a victimless crime, because you're ripping off like the poker players, for example. It's like you're making them think they're in a game that's fair, right? And it's not. And so like I get that part of it. But like, like, it's a bunch of guys gambling in the Hamptons. Like,
Isn't it all not fair?
it's right. It's like, I don't know, man.
I was actually surprised that the FBI was involved.
I think because it crosses state lines and all that, you automatically have to get federal
Gotcha.
police
Okay.
involved.
Makes
Like,
sense.
yeah, I think for me, like, it's like the carbon footprint, because I'm like, yeah, obviously, it's like the biggest news story of the day, of this week. There's gonna be a lot of fallback and blowback. There's a lot of, I think, as sports fans, like, the sports angle of this is like people who feel sports are rigged. People, especially the NBA, is the one that's scrutinized more than any other sport
Mhm.
as far as being rigged, right? And
I think
unfortunately for the
it's
NBA,
easy to shave
it's
points.
so
You know what
easy,
I mean?
and
Like,
they've
right?
had multiple instances where, like, referees have been caught, like, in gambling scandals
Yeah.
and all this stuff, and so, like, it starts to become like, fuck, people might have a point, right? Like, the minute there's a bad game or bad officiating, or, like, somebody leaves the game in,
The shit is too, man, is that like, if you are approached by somebody, let's say you're a referee, you're approached by somebody, and that somebody goes, "Hey, man, like, if you don't allow so and so to score over X amount of points, there's this money in it for you." Bro, we're not equipped to turn that shit down.
fuck no.
I'm
Like,
just not, because
no.
I don't, as a man, as a father, as a husband, I am not willing to go, I don't want the extra
No,
money. I don't want that, right? And it's just like, yo, because, and again, it's all perspective. If you look at it and you go like, it's a game, like, who gives a shit? right? I call a foul on this guy. The team that was supposed
Both
to
sides are
win
technically
still
immoral, quote unquote.
teams,
Yeah,
right? Also still wins. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
you still run into the where you go like, yo, I'm not really changing the course of anything, but then I'm gonna benefit. And I'm not like, and I'm not willing to turn down that extra bit of funds that's gonna benefit me and mine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a fascinating story, man. I mean, obviously from the sports angle, I'm really curious to see how it plays out. Because there is going to be a lot of blowback. There is going to be a lot of controversy. This is the worst day to be Adam Silver, the commissioner of the NBA.
Oh yeah, of course.
You know, I can't even imagine the damage control stuff what it's like to be that guy. Um, in a sport that like I think desperately needs good PR right now. Like the NBA is the NBA is in this weird transition period where it's like handing off the torch to the next
To the next
generation, but it
generation.
hasn't quite done it yet.
Yeah.
And so like I think ratings
There's
are
nobody
down,
yet,
interest
bro.
is down. Right. Yeah, like there's nobody yet.
There's no
It might be
there's no
Wemby.
next LeBron,
After the
right?
fucking highlight reel I saw Wemby last
Bro,
night, I'm like, I don't even know how you defend that. Like that shit is
Cooper
bananas.
Flag need to go back to college.
Fucking yeah. That's Wemby's fucking highlight reel, dude. They did the whole thing on SportsCenter where like they'll show you every bucket, every play
Yeah.
that one person has made. That shit looked like a career highlight reel, not just one game. It was
No, it's crazy.
insane, man.
And he's 21 years old.
Yeah, dude, it's unfair. Like that kid's
Yeah,
gonna
but
be
good for
amazing.
him. He's done the work.
Incredible.
He's done the work over the summer.
Yeah,
Or over
yes.
the off season, I should say. We're really
Came in ready to ball, bro.
And he came in ready, man. So good for that guy, man. I hope, he's 7'4". That's not normal for a human.
Handles like a fucking point guard. Handles like Chauncey Billups and fucking pulls up from three. I saw him reverse dunking and 360 dunking off people and doing step back jumpers and like not normal. Anyway, I said it to say the NBA is in this weird place right now where they don't need the bad PR because I think it's already looked at in a negative light in terms of like the competitive fairness and not being rigged and the officiating and all this stuff. And so like a story like this is like takes it just 5 steps back before you can go, move forward and try to prove a point. Like the amount of people that think the NBA is rigged is insane. And then,
and then when this shit comes up,
it gives them
solidifies
enough validation in their argument to where it has to linger. You can't just be dismissive of it. Yeah, it's wild, man. That and I just thought the conversation about just men in general and like looking at that, going like, yeah, man, we do dumb shit all the time in the name of feeling the adrenaline and wanting to feel like the danger, wanting to feel the rush, whatever it is, bro. It's why men do so much shit, bro. Like, is the chase of that feeling, whatever that is. And I don't even know if that feeling is danger. I don't know if it's adrenaline. I don't know if it's. I think it's better than not feeling anything. Is the thing. Is like if you're, I don't know if that makes sense. It's like if you're those guys and you're sitting around every day, it's like after a while you're just kind of numb in your existing.
I think, like I said, man, we're not really equipped to turn down whatever that feeling is.
Right. So we'll see, man. I'm curious to see how that shit plays out.
Dude, well, here was 2 men in another story, man, between 2 men that had a little confrontation, man. Stephen A. Smith was confronted by Alexis Ohanian. Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah. That's
Serena Williams' husband, who came on to Stephen A's show, which is First Take. And Ohanian brings up past remarks by Smith made about Serena Williams when she did the whole Super Bowl.
She was crip walking to the Super Bowl on Kendrick Lamar's set. Yeah.
And he comes out and he asked him that. He goes, "Oh man, I heard you had some marriage advice for me," because I think the way Stephen A. put it was like, "Yo, if for those of you who don't know, right? It's like Kendrick Lamar did the Super Bowl halftime last year. He was having beef with Drake. Serena Williams, who's also from Compton, the same place as Kendrick Lamar. She comes on, she's dancing on his scene. She's not a fucking dancer. But she also had a previous relationship with Drake. So it was sort of like, it's one of those things where you go like, oh, okay, is she there because of Compton? Is she there because she was an ex of Drake, or both? And so I think Stephen A made a comment of just like, yo, if that's my woman going on that, I'm like, I'm not okay with that.
Yeah, he was
Like,
basically like, then that's
need
not my
to,
woman because she's still hung up on her
you
ex
still
and
hung
yada
up on
yada.
the
Yeah, yeah,
ex,
yeah, yeah.
right? And so, he comes, Ohanian, Alexis Ohanian comes on there and goes, something like, hey, I heard you have some marriage advice for me.
No, which good for fucking him for like.
Agreed. Good for him, bro. But it was also from Stephen A, which is Stephen A starts fucking stuttering.
Oh,
Have you heard the audio,
bitch.
bro?
Yeah, he looked real bitch. Yeah.
So he starts stuttering, man, and he asked him about his background and like have you been married and then talks about like himself and goes like, well, like I help people build billionaire or $1 billion companies, so that's what I give advice on.
Yeah,
Almost
he
like,
goes like, cause I've done it.
yeah, almost like shut the fuck up.
You never been
Like,
married. Shut
don't
the fuck
fucking
up.
tell me about it. Marriage advice. You never been married. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
So in a sort of a nice way. And Stephen A, like I said, stuttering, clearly uncomfortable. Now, this was
because he didn't. Sorry, I didn't make it.
No, it's good.
Do you think he's stuttering and nervous there? Because obviously, I've seen Stephen A.
He didn't expect that.
Get into debates with anybody and everybody. Doesn't care.
He didn't expect that.
Do you think
that,
it's because? Yeah, he didn't expect that from him. He looks at Alexis Ohanian and goes, "Zero chances, guy's gonna go."
But bro, if you're Stephen A, why is he coming on First Take? What the fuck do you know about sports?
Well, Alexis Ohanian, he's a fucking billionaire. Like he's owned massive companies, bro. I'm gonna get
true, but I mean, like I don't know why he was on First Take. But I definitely think that Stephen A was not expecting that.
No, of course not.
And I don't know that it was. I don't know when Stephen A made his comments that it was necessarily marriage advice. He was just saying like, "Yo, if that was my woman, I would not be okay with
what the founders of Reddit." I'm like, I knew it was something big.
Oh, he was
the founder of Reddit. Yeah.
He's part of it.
Amongst other shit. Yeah. He's one of the co-founders of Reddit. Yeah.
But I don't think that Stephen A said that in almost like advice for Alexis. I think he was just saying like, yo, if I'm questioning my woman, if she's going on that, like, yo, are you hung up about this dude? Now,
yeah, I don't necessarily
that may have even been
comment.
No, I don't either.
Yeah.
And that may have even been said. But if she goes, no, I'm going to support him because he's from Compton and I am too.
And I'm going
to like, yo, good, go.
Yeah, right. Like I can't argue with that.
Yeah, I'm fine.
That was my initial thing. I thought it was funny, a troll moment. There's got to be a thought in there. Like, yo, even if you're Kendrick Lamar or her, and Kendrick goes, yo, man, you're from Compton, you're from the thing. I think this would be fire, this would be dope. It's unexpected, to you. Like, I'd be honored if you did this. And she was like, cool. A part of fucking Kendrick Lamar has to be going, also, this is your ex.
Absolutely.
He has to be going.
Has to be
this is the ultimate.
Right.
Even if she didn't think about it.
Yes, agreed.
He has to be, right? So there's an element of that in this, which I kind of respect as the petty me. Like goes, love the troll, love the thing. I love it. Now, if I'm, to Stephen A's point, if you're her husband, how do you feel about this?
About which part?
So about her, if she's like, yo, I'm performing there because it's my ex, and whatever.
I think if the ex is brought in, then as her husband, I'm going like, nah. Like, why
do you feel? Yeah.
Why do you feel like you have to get back at him? If you're going to support Kendrick because y'all both from Compton, I ain't got a problem with it.
Right.
But if you're going because you want to sort of get back at your ex-boyfriend, like that's whack.
Yeah.
But no one knows.
But it's a hot take, right? That Stephen A. Smith said at the time. It's like salacious, you do it. And I'm like, I'm going to assume Stephen A. Smith says a lot of shit for the clicks. Right, maybe doesn't necessarily believe it.
I don't think this is for the clicks, man. I think he just kind of says what's on his mind at the time. Very much like we do here. How many times have we come back and go like, "Yo, we said this shit last week, but here's some new information," and like I don't feel this way anymore.
Dude, and I talk shit here. I'm never upset if someone confronts me about something that I said or did or whatever. Like sometimes I'm kind of like, yeah, man, like
whatever.
Oh well, whatever, right? Like, and I'm a big I guess proponent of like intent matters, right? And so I look at what was my intent. Like sometimes I might say wild shit, and my intent was to get the laugh. it doesn't work all the time.
Yeah.
But the intent was to get the lap. But I say that to say, like, I'm fully aware that I'm gonna say some shit that makes people want to punch me in the mouth. And when they do, right, I'm not gonna be like, oh, why punch me in the mouth? I'm gonna go, which joke was it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I got punched in public or somebody makes,
and don't spittle.
and then yeah. Yeah, don't spit on Sean or me, but definitely don't spit on Sean, please. But also, man, it's funny, man, because like I love to read the comments. It's like my favorite place on the internet now, or it has been for a while. And the amount of people talking about, Alexis Ohanian. And I was one of these where I went, I didn't expect that from him. Like, cool. And the more I thought about it, I went, this guy's a billionaire. You don't get there without being a dick. And
yeah, that's the other thing, bro. Like, are these billionaires, are these dudes kind of tough guys, man? I don't know. Right? Like, if Stephen A is in the studio,
yeah.
Right? Because he wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't in the studio, and I'm sure Alexis didn't know that.
Yeah.
But he's not in the studio. But if he is, I don't know, man. Does that shit go sideways? Maybe it doesn't. I don't know.
I don't even know that it does, because like people step in and the tensions get hot.
Have you seen recently, or at least in the last year or two, where Stephen A, because Stephen A, part of the reason why myself and millions of others watch him is because he's so fucking passionate about whatever the hell he's talking about.
Yeah, it's very animated. And
he is.
Yeah.
And so, but I haven't seen him really like have a confrontation, other than I think LeBron approached him.
Yes,
right.
Right.
But that was on court. It wasn't on TV.
Right.
Right. It wasn't none of that. I haven't seen him really like in some like real like confrontation.
I'd imagine if you're Stephen A. Smith, you're used to it, and you have to expect that every once in a while someone's gonna want to punch you in the face. But I talk so much shit that I go, I expect people to kind of want to punch me in the face. Now, I think I get bothered more by, I'm just shouldn't say bothered more, but I would be more, I think comments about like what maybe they thought what my intention was would be worse to me than you just punching me because you're like, yo, you made this comment, it was about my wife and whatever, fuck you. Like, I'd almost prefer that than every other thing. Cause I go, yo, I can't tell you how to react to shit, right? Like I could tell you, yo, my bad, that wasn't my intent. Right? Like I was trying to make a joke, it didn't hit, like the joke's a joke. Whether a joke hits or whether it doesn't change the fact that it was a joke, right?
Yeah.
Like it could be a bad joke, whatever, but it doesn't change the fact. And so like I think that's where the intent thing comes in. I don't know. I feel like if you're Stephen A. Smith, you're used to this. I do respect the fact that this guy confronted him, because I do think if you go on that show, down the internet's talking, yo, man, he was talking real spicy about your wife a couple weeks ago, you puss, which is what we thought about him before this happened, right? Like, not because of that moment, but in general, how many times have we all seen the picture of him and Serena and went, that's her husband?
Dude, and now
everyone has.
He goes to other shit, man. We talked about a little while ago with the sort of the gambling shit about guys, right? Where it's like somebody, it's somebody coming to you and going like, yo, did you hear so-and-so talking about your woman? And it's like, here is something else.
Now you have to address
the fucking the machismo, even if you're not really that sort of type of dude, you gotta address it.
You gotta throw hands down, ask questions later.
Yeah, you just gotta, I'm gonna go fight.
Yeah.
And then we'll figure it out after this shit,
but I gotta go, yeah. Yeah, and again, man, going back to like the as men shit, I go, we want to feel needed and wanted and like we can do all this shit. So you tell me this, I'm gonna go bet. I got it. I'm gonna go handle it. Say less. So you don't gotta worry about it no more. You don't gotta talk about it no more. Don't talk about it on podcast. When I see this guy, it's on site, right? Like,
right.
And like kudos to him. I go, clearly he ain't no bitch. You don't become a billionaire,
right?
And get to the level that he's at, and even after you're there, without fucking breaking a few eggs, right, in the process. And so like this guy isn't a saint. So,
can we talk about how women put us in these positions?
Oh, man.
How many times?
Can we? I'm trying to think.
How many times have you been put into a position based on the actions of your woman?
I would say daily, but like, but like, dude, it goes back to like, yo, I think, maybe we talked about this on the spot. I think men love more genuinely than women do.
Oh, I don't know if we talked about that just before.
Have we not?
I don't know.
Maybe it's just like a, and I'll tell you why. It's just like exactly what you said just now. As a man, bro, when you decide to like, yo, I love this woman, I want to take care of her, I want to, protect, provide, whatever, do all the man things, right? The stereotypical shit. You're signing up to get punched in the fucking face if some shit goes down.
Yeah.
Right? Like if you're out on the street and some dude talks spicy to your girl, whether it's 10 of them, whether it's one, whether it's whatever, you go, I gotta say some shit. We gotta throw hands, right? Like I gotta be willing to do that.
I'm about to get beat up.
And I gotta like you enough to get beat up, right? Or go, I'm gonna fuck some people up in the process, but I gotta be willing to deal with the repercussions of that part, right? Like I'll go to jail, whatever, right? Like we don't want to sign up for that, right? We spend our whole lives fighting. I don't want to do that, right? Like we go, this is why guys
are trying to put you in a position where we don't have to do that shit.
I just want to sleep with you, and then you go home and tell your dad to go beat up your pussy. There's a like.
Don't you got brothers?
This is why, right? Like, don't you got any men in your life that care about you at all? Clearly no, because they let you leave with me. But still, you feel like. But I go like, yo, as men, you go. I don't want to sign up for that. And then we do.
Yeah.
Because we fucking like you, right? And we love you and we go
right.
And so like that's what I mean by like we love more genuinely, because I go, yo, women for the most part, not all, right? Like women have this romantic narrative of what love should be. And like, like you never hear a guy, I've been thinking about my wedding day since I was like 12, right? No. Like it's a women, like women have never, right? And so you go like women have a fairy tale or narrative or whatever of a thing that they want. And then what they do is they spend their life looking for the person like to plug into that story, right? Yeah. Like, and I'm not saying that they don't like really love you or fall, like it's not that. It's that like they kind of want to get there because they have the fairy tale, they have the mind, they have this security that they want to feel, they have this love that they want to feel, that and stuff. As men, we go, I don't want to get punched for you. I don't want to have to protect you. I want to provide you. I want to do none of that shit until everything in us goes, I gotta protect this bitch because I don't want to see her get hurt because I love her. Yeah, like it's almost reluctant. Like.
Dude, I remember one time, man, I gotta tell you this story, man. And maybe I had told you this story before. We roll into a gas station. My wife is pregnant with my twins, I believe. I put into like, I don't know, pump 12. And pump 12 happens to be in a spot where somebody could drive by me and sideswipe me if they wanted to.
Okay.
So here enters drunk guy, middle of the day, and drives by me pretty quick. Doesn't sideswipe me, but gets really fucking close. I pump my gas. So the sideswipe almost happens. It doesn't. She's getting to another level.
You're right.
It starts to talk, right? Okay.
So your wife starts talking shit.
She starts talking shit. I'm pumping gas.
But are you immediately like, I gotta throw hands now?
No, I'm going.
Or I might have to throw hands.
I'm going, this is gonna blow over. I'm gonna finish pumping gas and I'm gonna leave, right?
Because you can't even tell her if she's wrong. Because you go, I gotta be in the mindset.
Right. What I also understand.
And then tell her she was wrong when she gets home after I might have gotten fucked up.
I understand why she's a little upset, but I'm also going, yo, the guy didn't hit me.
Right.
So the accident avoided.
Right.
Like I'm trying to pump gas and get the fuck out.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
So I pump gas. I get back in the car. I start it up. Start to drive away. The guy had parked in at the place because he's going to go inside to buy something.
Okay.
He comes out and then, I don't know Spanish.
My coconut brother in here.
So he comes out of the thing. She yells something at him in Spanish. He yells something back that I don't even remember what it was, but it was derogatory. Now I got to defend her honor.
I gotta defend. And you don't even know what she said.
I don't even know what she said. I just know that this dude said something derogatory.
Your wife told him to suck her dick.
Yep, she did. It was something like that. She said, I know she said something derogatory, bro. I know she did, bro.
Oh my God.
Yo,
Oh my God.
it's fucking.
Oh
So
my
I
God.
know.
Oh.
I don't even know what it was, but it
Oh.
probably something like that, man. This guy
Oh my
yelled something back
God, brother.
derogatory back to her. I stop the car. I hop out, and bro, now I'm pissed. And I'm gonna go fucking destroy this guy, right?
Yes. Yeah.
But as I'm walking over to him, I go, yo, if I fuck this dude up, I'm gonna get arrested.
Right.
Right? And so, yo,
And I gotta be okay with that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get up in his face and I'm yelling and I'm like, and I'm like on this dude. Like he should have swung on me, but he didn't. And
dude's like,
everybody,
yo, she told me to suck a dick.
nah.
What was I supposed
I just said, okay. I just said, whip it out. Anyway, long story short, nothing happened. I did approach the guy. I got in his face. He did nothing. He actually was apologetic. I get back in the car and I look at her and she says something. And I like, there's like a center console and I fucking start banging it. And I'm like, don't fucking do that.
Like you fucked up. That just turned her on.
I don't remember, but we probably had sex.
That's a yes. They do that shit on purpose because they like to see us angry, bro. As long as it's not towards them, your woman.
But I remember looking at her and just going like, "Yo, don't fucking do that. Like, if it's warranted, I don't mind fighting.
Yeah, we throwing down. Yeah.
Like this dude that almost hit us, he didn't.
Yeah, right.
He gonna hit somebody else.
It's not that big of a deal.
I don't give a fuck. Like, let me go.
It's so true, man. Because like one girl, I could be like, yo, somebody get fucked up regardless, or we throwing hands no matter what. And then when we get home, I'm be like, yo, you was wrong. You know what I mean? But like, I'm not saying that in front of the people. But like, as long as winded way to say, like, I think we don't want to sign up to do that for just anybody. And so when we do it, it's like a genuine, that's why I go like men love more authentically, because we go, everything in us goes, I don't want to have to do this. And then eventually we go, God damn it, I gotta do this. You know what I mean? And it's like, I gotta do this because I care about you so much, right? And I love you so much that I'm like signing up for this, like, dude, it could be 10 guys, it could be 1, it could be 5, it could be do with a gun, with a knife, with a thing, whatever. Like you go, yo, I know that no matter what the situation is, I'm signing up now to be this guy.
Yeah.
Right? Somebody breaks into the house, I'm signing up to go be this guy. Like, if somebody walks down the street and fucking whistles at you and says something spicy, I go, I gotta be ready to throw hands.
Yep.
And somebody, you know, like, and so in that, I go, it takes a certain somebody for us to be like, yeah, I'm gonna do that for you. And I'm gonna act annoyed by it. I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna do whatever, but like, I'm gonna do it.
Dude,
you know?
I did it recently, man. We had fucking somebody in my neighborhood who he's a little nutty, man. And it was like, I don't know, it was 1 o'clock. My neighborhood is real quiet. And this
You
dude
said that like you came to the realization just now that he was a little nutty.
This dude, he's a little nutty, man. And my neighborhood is really quiet. And this dude is outside in the street, by himself, just blasting his music at like 1 o'clock in the morning. In a neighborhood that I said is like really quiet. It's a good neighborhood. It's really quiet. And so we roll in there and the comments start from the wife of, oh, look at him. Oh, he's doing this again. Oh, this is, you know, this neighborhood is nice. So why is he fucking it up? Blah, blah, blah. And as I'm putting into my driveway, I go, I have great windows in my house. And I go, I'm not even going to hear him.
Yeah.
And I go, but as I pull in, I go, I have to go over there.
Almost like on principle.
Yeah.
Which again, you don't want.
No, not really.
You have to.
But I go, no, like I'm going to fucking go over there. And I did. And I go over there and then he he stopped. He turned his shit down. He fucking went back in the house or whatever. And he stopped. But it's like, shit could go sideways. And like you said, I'm signing up for that.
Homeboy could have shot you.
Yeah, anything, bro.
Anything. And you got to be like, yo, I'm willing to catch these hands. Right? And also, you gotta think you're more, like, I'm one of those, I approach every situation going like, you hear from people a lot like, you don't know what people are capable of. They crazy. I approach every situation going, I'm crazy. You don't know what I'm capable of either. You know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of almost have to approach it that way, I think. But like, dude, it's one of those things, man, where I'm like, we don't talk about enough, which is we have, it's just in relationships, we have very shitty ways of like showing we care, like some guys, not all, but like some guys. And this is just one of those things that we do. Like, yo, if you have a guy who's willing to do this, and you can call it ego, you can call it, like anger thing, you call it stuff. Like, no, just know in your heart that for the most part, we didn't want to. Like, none of that shit. We would have
let all that shit slide.
Yep. For almost anybody else, and for whatever fucking reason, we went, nah, only I'm allowed to talk to you that way.
Right. You're right, bro.
Like, yeah, I don't know. That shit is
all right, man. I know we were long on that shit, bro. But let's talk about this week. There was a No Kings protest on October 18th.
Woo. I saw a lot of it going on in my neighborhood.
Yeah?
Yeah.
There's a lot down here?
Yep.
Yeah?
Well, it's amazing. There was a coming out with Pride Festival.
Oh, really?
And to counter it was the No Kings. So it was like,
what do you mean to counter it?
Like,
they weren't rolling together?
Well, it is the same kind of group of people.
Okay.
But it's funny because one of them's happy and flower power and yada yada yada. And the other one the other one's
mad.
Like mad and angry and things. So it was like the juxtaposition, but it's the same kind of people. So it went from like, hey girl, to like, like, hey girl, sign this petition to get rid of this.
Okay,
Sky or whatever. But
were you outside? Yeah. Okay.
So it's fun.
So what were the folks in the No Kings?
It's mostly
what were they doing?
It's mostly the posters and the chants, and they all have like chants about not being in the place,
not being the king,
and the king, and yada yada. Like where I live, unfortunately, you see this shit like every weekend, so it's not new. Like there's I live near a park that is very popular for people wanting to express their political belief. And so like you see it, but then it also just happened to be coming out with Pride Weekend or a parade or festival. And so like there was that. I get it and I don't get it, the No Kings thing. I don't know what people don't get at this point in time about like the more you talk about something, in this case, like our president, the more attention you give it, the more thing, like just the bigger you make it.
Yep. And
so it's like, just shut the fuck up and go away, and then they will too, eventually, inevitably. And like you're feeding. Dude, I almost look at this as like, if there's you remember the movie The Sandlot, where it was like the big fucking dog and the kids were scared of the dog, right? And like I almost look at this as like, you're petrified of this dog, you don't want to hop that fence, right?
He ain't that big.
And he ain't that big, but you keep throwing stakes over the fence, and you're like just feeding the dog, and the dog's just getting stronger, and it's getting bigger, and it's getting like. And not like full and satisfied. I'm thinking of it more from a like, yo, you're getting this thing.
Just pissing it off.
You're feeding this beast, right? You're pissing it off. And like, you're making it bigger. And I think that's what these things do. Like, I'm like, I don't understand why people don't get at this point in time, no matter what side of the aisle you're on, politically, the more attention you give to something on the other side, the more of your life you give to it, whether it's spending time protesting, yada, yada, the bigger you let that thing become, the more control you give it, the more, it's like common sense to me. It's just like, yo, just go about your business like nothing ever happened. It will just go away. Because politics is theater. Like, it doesn't really matter. Like,
and it's only 4 years.
Oh, yes. And, bro,
and
I just saw a meme with the president of the United States this weekend, made a video of him. You seen the video? The president didn't.
But didn't he fucking post that shit?
Yes.
So the AI generated video.
Yeah, he made an AI generated video.
It shows him wearing a crown.
Yeah.
He's flying a fighter jet.
Yeah.
Labeled King Trump. And he's dumping feces over the protesters.
I thought that shit was hilarious. Like, yo, is it presidential behavior? Fuck no.
And hold on.
Is it funny?
And
yes.
And the song used while he was doing it is the Danger Zone, which is the movie from Top Gun. Oh, sorry, the song that was played in Top Gun.
It's such a good choice.
Fucking Kenny Loggins
y'all
song.
listening to this, just fucking Google Trump No Kings protest. So it's hilarious, bro. It's so goddamn funny. And like, it's really tough to be upset. Like, I don't know how you could be on any side of the aisle in this. And I know there's people that are just really sensitive to shit right now. They think it's the end of fucking democracy, yada, yada. I don't know how you could watch that and not laugh. Like, I don't know how you
Oh
could.
yeah, I mean,
You could
it's
go,
funny.
yo, I can't believe this is coming from the president of the United States, and that is a fair assessment.
Yes.
And you could be ashamed and embarrassed and all
That's
that stuff.
probably what it
because
is
it's
for the most part, man. It's just
absolutely
like he's just not, the guy's not presidential, but you
no.
kind of knew that coming
But
in.
he knew that going in, and we don't care. We've already proven that we don't care, right? I think for us, as a society, it becomes a when the next guy like comes in, we better have that same energy that we had for Trump.
Dude, I'm actually because and again, this is I'm very skeptical of what I've seen versus reality, and I'm very skeptical about it. It appears that the country is like, whoa, why did we let this guy? I don't know. That's reality.
Yeah, I don't know.
It could be my social media feed. It could be the news feeds that I'm reading. It could be anything, right? Like, I'm super curious to see what the next election brings because I want to see what the American people actually think about this guy.
I think we know how the left sort of thinks of him, right?
No, but
It's like the
but
neutral or the right.
besides the divide,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so you're gonna have the divide. You're gonna have the folks that are for him, the folks that are against them. The folks that are in the middle, like, what do they think? And then how does the next election?
Good.
Well, because there's talk about him running for a third term.
Yeah, they're not gonna have him, but
It shouldn't happen,
right? Yeah,
but who knows, right? Listen, we've seen lawyers come out with you come out with sort of loopholes around shit, man. So, listen, nothing would surprise me.
Yeah, I think,
but I'm very curious to see what the American people would actually vote for in the third time if he was allowed to run.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, I don't, man.
Let's see, and let's move on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
You and I can do a politics show where I just go, it almost would be like the hypocrite hour because it would just be like laying out politicians and like the hypocrisy and like the actions. Because I always go back to plug in Obama and everything that Trump's done. And then
are you okay with
go tell a Trump supporter, hey, this person, and vice versa. Like plug in Trump and shit that Obama did, because it works both ways. I'm not saying this to say like Trump or Obama were perfect presidents. It's just I'm always more bothered by the one-sidedness of people's belief systems and not I guess expecting it that the truth is somewhere in the middle or slightly to the left or right, depending on your personal beliefs, right?
Let's talk about Mark Sanchez. Mark Sanchez, for those of you who don't know, Mark Sanchez is a former NFL quarterback, former USC quarterback in college. Didn't have an illustrious career, but is now an NFL analyst. And this guy had an altercation in downtown Indianapolis with a 69-year-old truck driver. Perry Toll is the guy's name.
Okay.
Who had backed his truck into a hotel loading dock.
So black truck driver. So
good one on that, man. I didn't even think about that. So
I'm gonna turn this into a racial thing.
Confrontation reportedly began as a parking dispute.
Okay.
Sanchez allegedly approached the truck, got into the driver's vehicle without permission, confronted the driver, and shoved him. In the course of the altercation, the driver pepper sprayed Sanchez. Sanchez kept advancing, which the driver said made him fear for his life. The driver then stabbed Sanchez 2 or 3 times in his upper torso. Sanchez went to the hospital for stab wounds. The driver sustained some serious injuries as well, including a deep laceration to the side of his face. It occurred about 12:30 a.m. in an alley between 2 hotels, the Westin Indianapolis and the Marriott.
Tragic story, and I hope that the guy he attacked is okay. But I know I'm fucked up because the first thing I saw the video of Mark Sanchez about to go confront this guy.
Yeah.
Like a thing. And I go, yo, typical Mark Sanchez fashion, the shit gets intercepted and the guy fucking stabs him. The guy stabs him.
Mark, you lost again.
Only Mark Sanchez will go start some shit. Going back to what we were talking before. He goes back to start some shit and throw some hands. And it's against a fucking senile ass, 60-something-year-old person. And it gets flipped on him. I go, yo, what most on-brand shit?
That's an on-brand shit for a fucking former Jets
for a former Jet player.
Dude, so he was arrested, man. Multiple misdemeanor charges, battery with injury, unlawful entry of a vehicle, and public intoxication, which what you mentioned earlier, I had not read about that.
He has to be, I'm like, you got to be so fucked up to be.
Bro, he was there to call a game.
Yeah, man. Sometimes you need that little juice, bro. What game was he calling?
Listen.
It was Indianapolis, so
you and
Colts and who?
I don't know. But, you and I have some cocktails once a week.
Yeah.
But we stay in a confined environment.
Yeah.
We're not provoked by anybody until we post the video.
Yeah.
And then people fucking talk shit about us.
Yeah,
that's
you're
fine.
Right. And then at that point, yeah, I'm a peaceful drinker, man. I've never seen, I never understood people who get violent or thinking when they're drunk. Like, I don't know, man. I'm a happy drunk, bro. I feel like I'm happy on both drugs or like things that are like substances that alter your brain chemistry. And not to get fucking too derailed off the Mark Sanchez, made me think about something we were talking about earlier. For me, whenever I'm at an abundance of a feeling, I'm never happier in terms of like giving it back.
Like what? Give me an example.
So like I'm a happy drunk, right? Like I drink and I'm ecstatic. Like I don't get mad. I don't think. And then what it does, it's almost like an ecstasy effect where I'm like extra. Because I go, when I get drunk, I probably get really introspective and like I have a little better perspective. And I'm like, man, I have I have a dope friend and we do a podcast together. And like I have a girl that loves me and I have my kids that love me and I have all this shit and like all this stuff. And then so then I go, oh man, I'm full of this excess. And now I'm like, I don't lack it. And so now I want to give it back. And so I get in this mode of like, I just want to tell people how much they mean to me and I care about them and yada yada. And it's almost like I'm full of this. And so like, now I got to give it back because my cup's full, right?
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And so that's how I get when I drink. I can never understand people who drink. And I know it affects everybody in different ways. And get mad and get angry. I go, bro, this shit makes no sense to me at all. I get so incredibly grateful. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I could be drinking here and I could be like, yo, I'll look at this shit and I'll just go like, we're sitting here like at a table, like, live in a nice place. Like, like we get to sit here and talk shit for an hour a week and have a cocktail together. And I'm like, what's not to like about this? Like, life's dope. And that's not to say I don't have bad days, but I go, but the alcohol almost brings that up more. Like, I have this thing now that I say all the time where I go, my life's dope. I do dope shit. Like, and it's like a funny thing I like to say now, but like, it's fucking true sometimes, man. And I think the alcohol to me gives me that perspective even more. And
I agree, man. Like I'm also a happy drunk, man. That is probably why we get along, right? It might be a
we drink.
It might be a funnier podcast if I get pissed off,
get violent. We just got violent every time we drank.
But no, it's true. And I'll be honest, man. Like I don't like to be around people that if they drink that they get
me neither.
Violent.
I hate it.
Or they get angry or what have you. And Mark Sanchez, man, I mean, unfortunately for this guy, dude, it's so hard for me to look at this guy's life and go, man, your life seems pretty cool.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know the details of your life. But to go to you're gonna go to an NFL game and comment on it. First of all, most of us don't give a fuck about what you're saying.
Yo, do you have to drink that much because you're about to call the Colts and the fucking Panthers? I don't know.
Yeah, right. But I'm just saying, like, really, like, what's really funny, and I've noticed this recently, because I'll follow Chicago Bears, pages and stuff, man, and I see people comment about, oh, the commentators during the game said this and they're against the team and whatever. Bro, I don't even be listening to them like that.
I don't care.
Like, I have them on, and sure, do I hear some things that they say? Sure. But I'm not scrutinizing them because, dude, listen, we all speak from bias.
Yes.
So I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
And so Mark Sanchez's point, going back to Mark Sanchez, it's like, dude, whatever you say on TV, whether it's against my team or for my team, I don't really care that much, bro.
Do you think is that? Do you think he just couldn't handle his liquor and he had a bad night?
I mean, it could be all of the above.
Do you think
right?
this is who he is when he's drinking? Maybe he's violent and
maybe. Does he have CTE? You know, it could be a number of things.
Yeah, and so you hate speculating, man, but you're just like, it's such a perplexing like situation scenario. When you watch the video, it just makes so little sense that you're just kind of like, I want to see this play out.
I didn't even see the video.
It's wild.
Is it wild? Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense. Like, it's him going in, he sees the truck, he goes, he disappears off screen. A few minutes later, he reappears, he's holding his side, he's clearly been stabbed.
Oh, he's been stabbed, okay.
It's just, it goes like, yo, why did you decide that truck, that moment that, the guy said that he claimed that he told him he's parked in like a no parking zone, whatever the reason may be. Why the fuck do you think you're suddenly the deputy of Indianapolis? Like, in that moment, like, I don't know. And I hate to speculate about what he is or isn't going through or what kind of drugs he is or isn't on or how much alcohol or whatever.
Fuck, man. Like,
it's such
you never know what people are going through, man. Whether, it doesn't matter if they have high profile jobs or not. You don't know what people are going through. Bro, let me tell you about who really got stabbed. Women. I gotta tell you about this.
And that came from Sean. If y'all
and who told me about this? My son, who will remain nameless.
Women got stabbed?
Women got stabbed.
All right, let's go.
There was a Fortnite tournament this past weekend. And for those of you who don't know what Fortnite is an online free game that they get people to pay a lot of money for skins and shit like that. Believe me, I know.
That was the most old head description of Fortnite. It
fucking is, bro. It's a first person shooter game. That's super.
I think it's third person. I think it's third.
I thought it was first. Isn't it first person? It's in your. It's like that's your.
You don't see the person.
Oh, but you see yourself.
Person.
So it is third person.
Yeah.
Sorry, third person shooter game. Anyway, the young people are all about it, right? The young kids, the young whippersnappers are all about it, including my kids, especially one of my sons is really into it. So apparently they had a tournament that was only for girls. Okay? First of all, the tournament name, genius. The Milk Cup.
Let's fucking
go. Let's fucking go.
Goddamn. I'm gonna get, was there only a specific type of girl that was allowed to join this tournament?
No. Oh shit. I almost fell out of my damn chair. So listen, the winner, no, you're not allowed to say nothing else until I finish the statement.
Go ahead.
The duo comprising of Nina Fernandez and the streamer known as Vader won the $78,000 prize at the tournament held at TwitchCon San Diego. Okay? Why this is interesting is that Nina Fernandez is clearly a woman and Vader is not. And this, I'm going to show you this so you can get your reaction to this. Which one of these is a woman and which one is not?
It's a tough decision to make, but I'm going to go with the one on the left is not a woman.
It ain't tough. Ding, 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 motherfucker. You're right. So
I was trying to be supportive.
The winner of this cup, so the Vader person is a trans, and it's like, here we are again with guys fucking up women's tournaments. Once again. Once again, we had the swimmers, we had the fucking thing in the Olympics, the boxing. Like, bro,
Are we fucking it up? Or
no, we're fucking it up, bro.
Yeah.
The milk cup was created because
Dude, a milk cup is crazy.
That's fucking crazy, bro. I need to talk to the person that created the name for this shit, the fucking milk cup.
Oh my God, bro.
It's great. So the tournament actually was created according to its own mission statement and I'm quoting, to provide women with more opportunities to succeed in esports and as a platform for women on a journey towards professional sports. How, Sway? How, Sway? I don't understand. Listen, I don't, we have an episode that is probably fucking 100 episodes back.
Yeah.
It's called A League of Their Own. Yeah. And we talk about this and it's just like, yo, you have to put trans men in their own league.
Yeah.
And you have to put trans women in their own league. They are different.
Or let them play in the original league of
to which they were born.
Yeah.
That's it. That is the fucking answer. Like, stop it. Can we stop with the fucking, oh, well, this person is a trans and they've been taking hormones and whatever, so they should be able to. No, they can't compete, man. Like, you have to put them either in their own league or in the league to which they were born.
Should we make them face whoever's at the top of that profession one-on-one and you got to beat them? Like, if
on the one in which they were born?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you go, well, fuck, hold on. I'm trying to think because that might backfire on me. Because if you're a woman, if you're a man and then suddenly you thought you were a woman and you're in the WNBA, because I was going to say you should have to be like the NBA MVP if you want to move up and transition. But most people would transition down, not up. So
dude, I just looked at these two people that won the milk cup. And now I understand why you were a little bit confused.
Did they earn the name Milk Cup? Milk Cup is fucking crazy, bro. I'm keeping myself from saying so much.
At first, from afar, I was thinking like, oh, it's very obvious. And then upon further review, I'm going, maybe not. Oh.
Oh my God, man.
Dude, how are we doing on time, bro?
Hour 7, man.
God damn.
I'm never getting rid of the internet, bro. I'm never leaving.
Listen.
Oh my God.
Which one you want to go with for the end, man? We got a few for the end.
The missing brain part, bro.
Let's do it.
There was a dude. There's a guy that scientists just kind of discovered. He's missing 90% of his brain.
How?
And yet, just development, the way it developed. And I'm going to show you a picture of what his brain looked like. Just look at that. Just hollow space and a little thing.
The thing in the middle?
Yeah, and he lived a normal life.
No way.
Just perfectly normal life. No issues at all. Saying he kind of carried on about his work, but he only had 90% of a regular human brain.
So then hold on. He had 90% or 10%?
Well, he had 10%. Sorry, he's missing 90%.
So then that just goes to show you that we're only using a very small portion.
Yeah. Also, I was like, yo, I figured out who's running the company that I work for. I wanted to get names, but then I thought it'd be insensitive, so I was all right.
It goes to show why he doesn't understand what you've been telling him.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, this shit is more complex than I give it credit for, especially when it got 10% of a brain. But all these fucking conversations on shit over years where we only use a very small significant part of our brain. I think it's just further kind of proves that we only use such a minuscule part of our brain.
Agreed.
Yeah,
man. I'll try to conclude today with. I think I told you this earlier. I had to give a presentation today about my work life.
Yeah,
and it was and at first when I was assigned this sort of presentation, I was like, oh man, I ain't got enough shit to do. at work. And what it turned out to be, man, was a reflection on my work life, not only my work life, but also the people that were like directly involved in every step of the way that I took to be where I am today, not only professionally but also personally.
Yeah.
And so I challenge everybody out there listening, like, take a look at your life and especially your work life, because your home life may be very stable and you've had a lot of the same sort of like family members in your life for an exponential amount of time. But the people in your work life, man, I found so many people in my work life that have made such a profound impact on not only my work, but also my professional, also like my work life and then my personal life, that were just like invaluable. And you're one of those people. And I've told you this off air. But there's so many, and there's several that I don't even talk to anymore that really like just profoundly impacted my life, man. And
It's weird how people will come into your life like that. And I think the work one, it's easy to like be dismissive of it because work is work, and so like you're there every day, and the days
yeah.
sort of just get blended into like
And
the
people
other.
quit,
And
and
right.
people come,
And
people
come,
go.
yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
very
It's really
easy,
easy.
man. It's
Yeah.
very easy to lose track of people. And
Yeah.
when you're at work, you know, sometimes somebody will leave or you'll leave and you'll be like, oh, let's stay in touch. Here's my email, here's my phone number, whatever the hell it is.
And you know
And it's
you're
like,
not
and you
keeping in
just
touch.
don't.
Yeah, you just don't. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you just don't. But man, it was such a reflection on the amount of people that I don't talk to anymore, and really weren't even like, some were friends, some were colleagues, but the vast majority I don't even communicate with anymore.
Yeah.
So I just want to like challenge all of you, like, to like really take inventory of the people that are around you, and when they make an impact in your life, please let them know. Because it does, like, it matters. It matters. I heard, I had recently, I think I talked about this a couple weeks ago on the pod. Somebody thanked me for giving them some advice that really sort of like changed
Yeah.
what they were doing. And man, like, after doing this exercise for work, I'm going, yo, I need to reach out to these people and let them know, like, yo, thank you for doing this, because if you had not done this, you know, this thing doesn't happen. And it's such a chain, bro. It's such a chain of, like a chain of events
Yeah.
that occur. There's things that I've told you, right? There's things that I've found out because you're my friend. And there's one in particular, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't find that shit out without you, and or at least not in that timely manner. And the things that had to come into place for me to meet you is fucking incredible.
Do one part of your life goes differently, and you figure the timing gets thrown
It's
off on every
yes.
other event, right? Like,
Yeah,
and
not
that goes
saying I
for
never
all of
find
us and
out.
everything, right?
Yeah, not saying I never find out, but still,
No,
the timing's off.
I just mean more of like the whole trajectory of your life changes. Like,
Yeah.
the one, you know, like you like, you do every company you work for, you go in the military and all that. One of those things doesn't happen in that order at the time that it happens in.
That's right.
And the rest of it falls kind of apart, right? And so it becomes you can't assume you'd end up at this next place, or you can't assume
No,
that you're
bro.
gonna do this and that, because like the domino effect that like starting in on that specific day and forward, and then those inner connections in the 20, like, yeah, I don't know. It just, without getting too fucking like Neil deGrasse Tyson, like,
No, bro, but here's a great one, right? Right, like, so I was in the Marine Corps from 1994 to 98,
yeah,
right? In 1998, I have the crossroad of, do I stay in or do I get out? Right? I eventually choose to get out. But my mindset was, if I re-up, if I sign up again for another 4 years, at that point I'm in 8 years. That's damn near halfway.
yeah.
I'm just gonna do the whole career. What is my life like if I do 20 years in the Marine Corps?
Yeah. Right. You don't end up working in the same
Right.
place.
Who
You
do
don't have
I
the same
know?
friends.
Right. And dude, it's just.
Dude, every decision, that whole butterfly effect thing, every decision, sort of like that ripple effect. I think it's
Yes.
like every decision after that, because like you can't ever assume that, hey, I'd get to this point in time again, because it has to happen too in that order and that timing and that thing, like in order for, because like you and I needed to be friends and meet at the exact same time, at the exact same place that we did. Otherwise, it doesn't work, right?
Right.
And that only happens if 1,000 events before that happened
That's right.
in a specific, you know, like, yeah, it's weird, man. Like,
So I love it, man. It's great. Like I
yeah,
said, it was great to reflect back on my career and then realize that it wasn't about the knowledge, it wasn't about the career, it was about people. It was about the people in that were introduced in my life, whether it was for whether it was for like a season or it was for life.
yeah, right. Yeah, just fucking give people their flowers and just
Yeah,
take time to inventory, I think, the people around you and what they mean and what they've done. And
absolutely.
I'm shitty about that, right? And so I don't mean
No,
that
and we all
disrespectful,
are, man.
but
We all
just
are,
like,
but
yeah, just trying to be more, like, I guess, self-aware and self-reflective. Dude, I don't know. We'll be 40 in a year, right? And I'm in this like phase right now where I'm kind of just, I don't know what the right word is, but feels like introspective about like a lot of things, and not in a bad way.
yeah,
Just like I've just been lost in thought more lately, and just thinking about just exactly this, like shit, like we were just talking about, like, man, like where would I be if this thing had not happened? If I don't know this person, if like we never meet, and like, and I don't know why. It's just been, and not in a negative way. It's just been stuff that's like I think just more and more I'm thinking about who I surround myself with and the people that are in my life and the why, and the why I am where I am today, and that's
yep,
neither good or bad, but just, you know what I mean? Like,
yep.
I don't know. I do this every few years where you just get like, I just get lost in thought. And maybe that's like what we're doing now, right? It's like the intrusive thoughts are sort of making their way out. Um, and it's weird. I think it's a good thing. It's like a self-reflective thing. It's
It
a
very much is,
thing,
bro.
but in that, you're right. I think you want to find it. You want to find a way to spend more time with people, and then also just tell people who've made an impact on you for certain things, like just like, hey, thanks, or just like, hey, you made this impact on me, good or bad, or what. I don't know. Like, it's just, you want to find a way to just keep the, I don't know, the story sort of like the detail straight, and thank the right supporting cast members and whatever is, I don't know, and sometimes it's just not possible, but it's weird. Like, I never think about that, and I think the older I'm getting, the more I'm kind of like same thing what you were saying. You talk about like, I know we talked about this off air a little bit, but it was like, hey, even like your major in college or the jobs you've gotten or whatever, like, they all sparked from a person that you talked to, this recommendation, that, like that thing, like this conversation about majors, yada yada. Like, but if one of those things happens in a different sequence, like the
The
entire
whole thing is different.
gets thrown off,
Yeah,
and the life that you know isn't the life that you know now, right? And
yeah,
it could be something as simple as like, I just chose a different major.
yeah.
I know it's quote unquote simple, but I mean, in the
No,
scheme of what we're
it's
talking about,
not,
like,
bro. It's not.
yeah,
And that was part of my journey was meeting somebody who wasn't even a friend who told me about the degree that I ended up pursuing,
yeah,
and then which led me into obviously the career that I took. Um, to conclude my so I kind of took notes, just things that I wanted to talk about during the presentation.
hmm,
But there was a piece that I wrote at the end, and I kind of read it back, man. I'll read it to you. And it says, looking back, my work life has taught me that success isn't about titles or recognition. It's about growth, resilience, discipline, but most of all, the people you surround yourself with. This journey has taught me that the people we encounter have some of the greatest impact on our lives. And that's kind of how I ended it, man. And it's just like, I wanted to share that with you. I want to share that with the people out there, man. Don't discount the people that enter your lives, whether they are for a lifetime or for a season,
yeah.
because they could have profound impact on you.
I think, spending more time with you and doing this podcast has definitely made me want to communicate that more, and that meaning the thanks or the gratitude or the just acknowledgement of like, yo, man, like, thanks for doing this shit. Like you and I, like, it's like, yo, we've been doing this shit for 5 years,
It's
mostly
crazy.
without a payoff in terms of like, if you're looking at this for a financial reason, it's like, no, it's not why we do it or we started, like it selfishly, right? Like it's sort of like therapeutic and it's nice to get together and it's doing all that stuff. But like I also it doesn't get lost on me sometimes where I'm like, you could have just said no. You know what I mean? And then we don't
Yeah.
have this thing where like I know you've talked about like, man, there's shit, there's like life-changing stuff that you've experienced because of this podcast, and like that's like not even like hyperbolic, that's like literal
Oh,
shit that's
literal.
happened. Like and I go and in the same respect, man, like I go, we've done this podcast through some of like the toughest years of my life, and like not having this on certain weeks, I would have been like, man, I wouldn't have known, not that I would have known what to do, but like it's like having the outlet, having the hang, having the like,
Yeah.
even
Shit
if it was
helps,
you
bro.
coming to just chill with me and we just so happen to have a recorder on, but we get to have a drink and do that shit. Like I don't know where like things would have gone had I not had this like this thing and like you said, and ultimately this friendship, and then that is because of like multiple decisions made down the line and
Yeah.
multiple people connecting us, like what multiple people connecting us without the intent being that, right? Like,
Yep.
yeah, I did just saying, like, you just never know what life moments, who crosses your path, who it could be the student in the hallway telling you about the major that they're about to take and you should look into it, to, the colleague who gets a job offer and goes like, hey, I'm not interested, but what do you think? Like, there's just so many different weird, just little
Yeah.
things every day,
Things
man.
that don't seem big in the moment, but then again, like after looking at the entire path that you've taken, if you really go back, man, like for me especially, and I'm very aware of this, a lot of the people that impacted my life, that impacted the trajectory of my life, I don't even talk to anymore.
Which is crazy because it's not like
It's
malicious or
fucking no, it's not.
intentional,
No,
but
not
it's
at
just
all, bro.
it's more of like,
They're all probably good people. They're
right.
all good people, man. Like it's just kind of the way shit happened.
It's just like the cycle of life. No, I know what you mean. It's like just the way the in and out that just life is, right? Like, yeah, especially this day and age. It's
Yeah,
weird,
man.
man.
All right, bro. On that, tell them where they can find
At
us.
the Coming For Podcast on IG, the Coming For Podcast on Facebook, on YouTube, at Carbon FP Pod, on X, at Coming For Podcast on TikTok, and all your favorite audio platforms: Audible, Geo7, Ghana, TuneIn, Podchaser, Pocket Cast, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts, your smart devices, your Alexas, your Google Home. Just tell it, play the pod, and it will. And yeah, thank you guys for riding with us every week for the last 5+ years
5 years,
and
man.
240 episodes at this point.
That's right.
Yeah.
And as always, we appreciate you guys, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Peace.
Peace.